Hey guys, Austin here, part of Free Code Camp Dallas, and today we're going to be setting up our first basic dev environment. So, what exactly are the steps necessary for this all to happen? It's pretty simple, okay? In fact, there's 5 steps, all right? The first one being we're going to install Node.js, all right? The second is going to be we're going to install Git Bash. Third, we're going to install HTTP server. 4, we're going to create a dev environment, and 5, we're going to run the server. It's very simple. In fact, you guys could probably even pause the video and literally go through those 5 steps and do it yourself. But, for sake of this video, I'm going to actually go through all 5 of those steps, and we're going to set up our very first dev environment. So, hence the name of this video. So first off, what do we need to do? Step 1. We need to actually install Node.js. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go to Google. We're going to type in Node.js. In fact, you can also go to nodejs.org. All right. We're going to click that. And as you can see here, we're taken to this home page and download for Windows 64. If you have 32, then download for 32 should probably show up. If you're a Mac, pretty much it should automatically show up everything for you. If it's not, you can go to downloads. But essentially, everything should be here. All right. And for us, what we'll have to do is right now, as of July 9th, 2017, the current version is 6.11.0. All right, and this is something what's recommended for most users. We're going to go ahead, we're going to click this, and once you click it and download it, just go through the install process. All right, and that should be very straightforward. Next, read a couple things. Next. But there shouldn't, hopefully that's easy for you guys, all right? If not, comment in the section below and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you and help. Next up, what we'll have to do is we'll have to install, step number 2, Git Bash. All right? Now, as you can see here, well, I kind of Googled it, and git-scm.com/downloads. I'm actually just going to go ahead and click on this. Go to downloads. For me, I'm on a Windows. All right. And oh, look at that. Boom. It pops up for you. Okay. Git 2.13.2 64bit.exe. I'm going to save it. You guys are you're also going to want to run that. And once you download it, run through it, you'll probably be like, what happened? All right. Well, let me show you. All right. When we right click, here, we have 2 little interesting things that weren't there before. We have Git GUI here and Git Bash here. Cool, right? All right, well, let's go ahead and start using that, in fact. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and click Git Bash, and I'm going to start using the command line, okay? So let me go ahead and, there you go. All right. ls, let's see, ls shows you what's in that current directory, what's currently in desktop, so it gives you a list of everything. CD, you can change directories, you can go into a different folder, and things like that, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Next up, which is step 3, sorry, let me go ahead and clean that up. Step 3 is installing HTTP server. Now, I typically use this for a lot of my basic projects. Anything more React, if I'm using React or Angular, like a framework, anything like that, I kind of use like NPM or whatnot. So, I use like NPM start, things like that. I kind of have like Webpack and things like that and whatnot. But for very simple projects, especially going through a lot of your Free Code Camp projects, you honestly don't need like to install all of Node modules or anything like that for your project. So using something like HTTP server, which is what I'll show you right now, is perfect for you. Okay? So we're going to click this, and as you can see here, we have this really awesome turtle with a rocket on it. That is legit, turtle rocket. And we are going to go ahead and install it. But before we do, actually, I forgot one thing. I want you Windows users, or everyone, to do npm install -g, okay? You press enter, run through that. You'll be able to use Node Package Manager globally. So you can actually run it from the command line like anywhere, all right? And once that's done, I want you guys to do run this command, okay? npm install http hyphen, server g. All right, so let me zoom in if you guys can't see that. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a bit more, and we're gonna use this command. You can copy and paste it if you'd like, but for the most part, we're gonna do npm install http hyphen server -g. Okay, now this will install, as it says right here, this will install http server globally so that it may run from the command line. All right, the same thing we did with just npm itself. All right, after we're done with that, well, step 4, we're going to create a dev environment. Okay, something very simple. In fact, we're just going to set up a HTML file, a CSS file, and a JavaScript file, JS. So what we need to do is, I'm still on my desktop, okay? I recommend you guys create a folder to hold all your projects. I actually have one myself, but I mean, as I said, it's what I actually hold all my GitHub projects. And we'll get into GitHub another video. But as for now, what we'll do is we'll create a folder, okay? So we're going to do make directory, so mkdir, and we're going to call this folder, let's see, test env, okay, test environment. All right, I'm going to click enter. I've just created that folder on my desktop. All right, and you can actually see it when you look at your desktop or whatever folder you decide to put this in. You can actually see it. All right. Next up, after that, let's go inside that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in cd. All right, and let's see if I can actually increase the size of the command line. If you guys can't see it, whoops, nope, not that. cd test env. Okay. Now, actually, what you could do too is literally just when you type in test or whatever, tab it. Oh, look, I guess I have testimonials. All right, env. All right. And this will auto-complete it, all right? And so now we're inside this. If we type in ls, we won't be able to see anything because this folder is empty. So let's put a couple files in here. As I said, we're going to put our HTML in there. We're going to put our style sheet, and then we're going to put our scripts folder, or sorry, the scripts file. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do this all from the command line, in fact. And the command to create files is called touch, all right? So we're going to touch, let's see here, index.html. We're going to touch styles.css. And then we're going to touch scripts.js. And let's do an ls real quick, and let's take a look. All right, what's inside our test environment folder? All right, we have index.html, we have our scripts.js, and our styles.css. Awesome, right? Well, before we actually start up the server, let's go ahead and just to test out the server, why don't we just put some stuff inside our, let's see here, let's put some HTML inside our little project here. So give me a moment, please. I'm actually about to open this up in Sublime Text, and let me bring that over here. So as you can see here, I have my index, my scripts, and my JS. My index, my JS, and my styles. All right. And what I'll do is I'm just going to create. I don't need to save it. It's no big deal. I'm going to create a basic just HTML document. Okay. So this will work just like with any other dev environment. Let's see. So let's call this hello. All right, and I'm gonna say H1. I prefer tabbing it. What's up, FCCD? All right, what's up at Free Code Camp Dallas? All right, we're gonna save this. And don't get me wrong, as you'll look here, we can actually open this up in the folder itself. All right, and when we click index.html, it'll actually show up. But as I said before, the difference, well, if I did mention this, well, the difference between just opening that file and actually using HTTP server, as we'll do actually right now, is that I'll be able to do Ajax requests. So I don't have to always, as I said, a lot of us in Free Code Camp, we use CodePen. This allows us to create our own projects locally and go about sending off Ajax requests and whatnot, and just using Ajax itself with without having to use something like, as we said, like Cloud9 or CodePen or JS Fiddle or anything like that. Okay, so what we'll do is that if you guys still have that window open, all right, we should still be inside our test environment. We're going to type in http-server. Okay, press enter, and whoa, what just happened? Well, what we just did actually, we just ran our very first local, our very first local server. So as you can see here, if we go to the IP of 192.168.0.15 and we go to port 8080 or 127.0.0.1, 8080, and go to port 8080, we'll actually be able to see this. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. In fact, you don't even have to type in that IP. Just type in localhost, add a colon, okay, a colon, and then we're gonna do, what was it, port 8080. Press enter, and we've just set up our very first. Did I save this? Yes. Ooh. Oopsie daisy. Let me see. I think I may have accidentally. There he goes. Boom. Okay. Sorry, I actually had another instance running before this. All right. I set up a project before and then recorded. But as you can see here, we have our very first local host. All right. Our local server. So right now, at this point, you guys just developed your very first basic dev environment. You can now officially run Ajax on you guys' local machine if you have, and yeah, it's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer in the comment section below, or if you're in the Slack, just let me know. All right, and I'll be more than happy to answer whatever's necessary. And same with the other people. All right, our mentors and our other co-organizers. So that concludes this video, and I hope you guys enjoy.